Welcome to the hot tag. Oh, got juice. We're doing a hot tag this week, even though I said it was going to be once a month.
Yeah.
But this was Wrestlemania.
Yeah.
I think it deserves.
It's the Wrestlemania post show for us.
Post show.
Yeah.
Where I'll give my star ratings.
Yeah.
0 to 5.
Yeah. Your star rating. So, you, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, 0 to 5 could be the stars, obviously.
Right.
I can give a 1 1/4, a 2 1/2,
Yeah.
3 3/4.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your world.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my world.
It's way better than Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
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 It's not cussing.
No, not at all. The cuss word was Dave Meltzer.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Saying his name.
Yeah.
And he appears.
Yeah. Let's not. We don't want that.
No. Anyway, let's start with night one.
Night one.
Match one.
Match one.
It's just me, Oos.
Just you, Oos. Since day
one-ish.
Night one-ish.
Night one-ish. Jey Uso in his 25-minute entrance.
Yeah.
Why they had him come through the crowd in a stadium when the ramp is already too long to begin with.
I wish Rikishi was there.
I wish Rikishi would have done his entrance.
He was probably there.
Oh, he was there. He was in a box.
I just wish he would have been down there.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you like the dance in the middle of the ring with him?
Yeah.
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 Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Stuff? Oh, shit ain't cussing.
No.
Doug said.
No. No. Anyway, Jey Uso and Gunther. It started out looking like Gunther was just going to dominate Jey Uso.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through the match, Gunther starts chopping Jey. Jey's just laughing at him.
I like that.
Yeah. And then
very Roman Reigns-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gunther goes for a powerball. Jey reverses. Powerball. I'm sorry. Powerball. He's trying to hit the lottery. Power bomb. Jey flips over the top, lands on his feet, power bombs Gunther, then hits him with 3 Uso splashes.
Yeah.
And then when Gunther gets up, he locks in a sleeper hold and pins himself on the ground, which I don't know. I think his shoulders are down.
Yeah.
So, but Gunther tapped as soon as they hit the mat. Thought the tap was a little quick on my end there.
I agree, and I had seen something about that. There was people like shitting on it, like why did Gunther tap so quick? But I seen a video montage of Gunther through the years,
And he taps quick.
and he taps quick on submissions.
Oh,
So I feel like Jey did his homework.
yes.
It might be his kryptonite.
So Jey Uso defeats Gunther in 15 minutes, 22 seconds to become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Those
Yeet.
those blue side panels,
Yes.
love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah, and they put the side panels on like right away.
Yeah, they did.
Why's that?
I don't know why that's like that. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I can't even see that down there. So I guess we're just going to go with
well, if we can't see it, it isn't happening.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. Technical difficulties.
Although it is choppy, so it probably is happening.
It's all right.
That's fine.
Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're
give
just
this
watching
match,
a really bad dubbed Japanese movie.
Yeah.
You give this match a what?
2.5 stars.
2.5?
Yeah, it's
That
2.5
low.
stars. Yeah, it wasn't a good match. I didn't like the match.
Well,
Didn't like the match. Didn't like the outcome. Wasn't big on it. Jey Uso beating Gunther at all. Don't think Jey Uso is a world heavyweight champion.
he won't be there long.
No, he shouldn't be there long
No.
at all. Like,
I don't know how much more. Like I feel like the WWE kind of had to because of the pop that he has.
yeah, and that's all he has. He
Right.
has the yeet.
Yeah. He's way better at tag team with Jimmy.
Yes, and it was nice.
Yeah.
Jimmy was in the ring when he turned around after being on the announce desk eating.
Yeah.
It was nice for them to celebrate together.
Right.
As they're brothers.
Oh, we can talk more about that about Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it 2.5 stars. That's not. It just. I was probably.
It was okay.
It was an okay.
It was okay.
It was the second worst match of WrestleMania, I thought.
Oof.
Yeah, which is not a knock on it. It's second worst match of WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a bad one.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah. There has to be bad matches, and 2.5 stars. Look, it's getting ranked against the other stars on the card. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. So I'm ranking the star rating is where I rank it against the other matches that took place.
Yeah.
So, second match, the New Day,
New.
or the Boo Day.
The Boo Day.
That's what Wade Barrett calls them, the Boo Day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's oh Jesus! I just
They
shook everything.
took on the War Raiders.
This is war.
Because it's Monday Night War.
Yeah.
Or WrestleMania War, I
Right.
guess, since it was WrestleMania. They defeated the New Day, became the new World Tag Team Champions in 11 minutes and 48 seconds.
No biggie.
No biggie. It was a solid match, though. Great
It was
tag team
good.
match. New Day steals the win when Kofi holds Eric's leg down.
Yeah.
And they get the pin.
They ran out of there.
And they sprinted. That was the best part of it. My initial rating of this I have on here is 3 stars, but I think I'm going to change it to 3.5 because I did like the match.
Okay.
So now that I've had a few days since I've done this, I changed that to a 3.5 star match. It was solid. Do you like that one?
Yeah, no, it was good.
I felt New Day deserved to win their first time ever at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
As a tag team.
They are a great tag team.
Yeah. They're the most decorated tag team
Mm-hmm.
in WWE history.
And the War Raiders are fun to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, they are. And that was the War Raiders' first ever WrestleMania match.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next match was one I had very low expectations for.
Jade Cargill and Naomi?
Yes.
Yes.
I expected it to not
Just
be very good.
Trash.
Yeah.
Right?
I was shocked at how good this match was.
Me too.
Other
than all the nip slips, but she had a pasty.
Yeah. Naomi really has become a great wrestler, especially when
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Oh no, your new outlook awaits.
Oh.
We're getting notifications.
Maybe later.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe this podcast isn't recording. Anyway, Naomi, I think getting released and going to TNA and coming back, I think she's much better in the ring than she was when she got released.
Well, and then we talked about the going away from the glow thing.
Yes.
I think is way better.
Yeah, but she definitely showed that she can carry a match in this one because Jade Cargill is not very good in the ring. Still doesn't sell well. She gets punched in the face and smiles.
Yeah.
And not like a smile because it hurt and you're making me go a little crazy.
It's almost like she's still in awe.
She's happy to be there.
Yeah.
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 She needs a not smile.
Right.
It's really not working.
No.
But I give this one 3.5 stars.
When Naomi jumped off the second rope, and Jade caught her.
Yes.
The first time. The second time was a little wonky, but the first
later
time
in the match,
I was like, man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
But I give it 3.5 stars. Jade Cargill defeats Naomi in 7 minutes, 5 seconds. Not a bad match. I liked it.
Yeah, I think we'll see more of a push for Jade on the solo route.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Bianca too out there. Is there a feud going to happen between the two of those, or I don't know?
Yeah. Bianca may be hurt.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh.
So I don't know how true that is.
Okay.
The next match, one of my favorite matches of the weekend. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight.
Yeah.
United States title on the line.
And I will tell you, LA Knight looked good.
Yeah, he did.
He looked good in the ring.
Yeah, he did. But he was in there with the best of the Samoans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jacob Fatu, man, superstar.
Love it.
Like, he's a superstar.
I will say, though, that Baker made the mask for him, the werewolf mask, right? Kind of looked like Chewbacca.
I loved it.
I loved it too, but it kind of looked like Chewbacca.
It does look like, they say, it looks like Chewbacca, but I love that mask. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. Solo got his 2 seconds of fame.
Yeah, walking him out to the entrance. Yeah. That was like I have it on here. I was like, that's LA Knight's best match in WWE.
Oh yeah,
by far.
He didn't screw up the leap up to the
no,
rope
he didn't
either.
slip on the ropes like he usually does. Yeah.
No, he did good.
He did really well.
Yeah.
I give this one 4 stars.
Okay. Yeah.
Just amazing. Like Jacob Fatu, the pop he got when he won too.
Yeah.
Second loudest pop for a win of the weekend, I'd say.
His dad came out too, right?
No, that was Haku.
No, it was Haku.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry.
Haku. That was Tamatonga and Tongaloa's dad.
So that'd be his uncle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're not blood, but yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. They call him Uncle.
Yeah. Unk.
Yeah. The baddest man in the building was Haku. No one wanted to fight him. You don't fight Haku. He bit a man's nose off in a bar fight.
Probably
It's a
deserved
true story. Google it. And then...
You imagine doing that to
Oh, I
somebody?
know, right?
Ugh.
Yeah. And then we had the Luchador Classic.
Yeah.
2 young men debuting at WrestleMania.
Gracias.
El Grande Americano defeated Rey Fenix.
And good on Rey Fenix
Yeah.
for being in the Mania.
Yeah.
After only being here for what, a month?
Like
If
2
that?
weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Right.
El Grande wins in 9 minutes, 17 seconds. This match was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was
good.
awesome. Ray Phoenix, he's impressive even in this loss. And
Yeah.
El Grande cheated with the loaded mask, obviously. I give this one 4.5 stars.
I agree.
Absolute banger of a match. I couldn't. This was my match of the night for a while.
Yeah.
Well, up to this point, it was
Right.
anyway. As you see, every match gets better anyway. It's
Right.
just the way the card should be built. Other than the first match should be a little better than a 2.5 star match.
Yeah.
But
So Rey Mysterio got hurt.
yes,
Thus, Rey Fenix was able to do this match.
yes. And on the pre-show when they announced that Ray was hurt, they also had just announced that WWE bought AAA
Right.
in Mexico.
Right.
So now they own the largest wrestling promotion in Mexico.
Real big on building up the luchadors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is great because
Yeah.
that style of wrestling is phenomenal to watch.
Yes. They even had one of the AAA luchadors there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vike Ringo or
Don't know
something
why
like that.
I don't remember that. But
Yeah, he was the dude who was wearing he kicked El Grande in the head
oh, okay.
before the match.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah. Bald guy. Looked like you, shorter.
Oh,
No beard.
good looking man.
Yeah. The next match, or should I say fight?
Yeah. Sin City.
This was a UFC match. Tiffany Stratton defended her title against Charlotte Flair.
I think there's real heat there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Took 14 minutes and 50 seconds to retain the WWE Women's title.
Yeah.
I gave this one 4 3/4 stars.
It's definitely
It's Tiffy time for sure.
no.
This match blurred the lines, was very physical, and made Tiffany Stratton a legit champion,
Yeah.
I believe. I can't believe Charlotte put someone over like that.
Right.
But that was Tiffany had blood in her mouth.
Yeah.
It
A lot
was-
of people thought she chipped her tooth.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. It was just blood.
Yeah.
Just blood.
She had a ding on her forehead.
Yeah. It was a brutal match.
Yeah.
And it made it look like a fight. It didn't. It was sloppy, but it was sloppy in the way that a real fight would be.
Right. And I was
So-
entertained from the
Yeah.
start to the finish.
And it wasn't sloppy like, oh, this is terrible.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It was just looked like two people that didn't like each other.
I truly believe there's
Yeah.
real heat there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the main event.
Oh,
This might have been the best match of the weekend.
I loved it.
Seth Rollins defeating CM Punk and Roman Reigns in 24 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah.
In the main event, CM Punk, he did that. They had that promo
Mhm.
where his original entrance music is playing.
Yeah.
With Kill Switch Engage's This Fire Burns.
Yeah.
Playing. I thought he was going to come out to it. I was like, wow, he's going to come out to that? But then you get the guitar solo going on stage there.
Yeah.
In living colors there. It was the best live performance I've seen in a long time at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I guess Motionless in White was pretty good last year.
Yeah, that was good.
Uh,
But it's kind of freaky that the lead singer of them looks just like
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Yeah. But CM Punk and the lead singer from Living Color took the selfie together on the
Yeah.
stage. It was pretty cool.
yeah.
Heyman did the watch in front. For
Yeah.
Punk.
Synchronized the watch with him
Yeah.
for clobbering time.
Yeah. Then
What a great job Heyman did
Yeah.
doing all this.
yes. We'll talk about the McAfee stuff too. Yeah, 5 stars for me on this one.
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece.
Loved
by
it.
3 of the best in the company,
I've
in
watched
the
it
world,
twice.
really. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the ending, while predictable, was enjoyable.
It was. And to see CM Punk after the match was over, laying there talking to the ref, just smiling.
Yeah.
Because he finally did it.
Yep.
He finally did it. And even through the match, he was smiling at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
But it's different when he was doing it because of the moment.
Right.
And
right.
It was cool to watch CM Punk have that moment finally.
Sure.
Because he should have had it 13 years ago.
Yeah. And it was a banger of a match that's going to create a what do I want to say? Web of storylines.
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah. And
so
Heyman first screwing over Punk
and
making you think he's with Roman.
Yeah.
And then screwing over Roman.
Yeah.
And handing Seth the chair. It was just cinema, they say.
Yeah, cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Although I don't understand the nut thrusts to Roman and then the rattle.
Yeah.
I don't understand
I
that
didn't
one.
get that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pat McAfee like recreated it during his show with Paul on there.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after this.
Yeah.
Now we'll move on to night 2.
Night 2.
And I thought this one had way better matches.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah. Opening up just the way night 1 ended.
Yeah.
Io Sky defeating Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
Great match.
I don't have a time for this one. It didn't give me a time. I think it was about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
She defends her women's world championship. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Best match of either night in my eyes.
Not to interrupt you, but I was kind of worried that with how they've been doing this whole Rhea and Bianca and Io's like backseat.
Yeah.
Io, I was worried that they were going to like just continue that through the match, but Io
right off the rip
showed up,
stopped it,
showed out.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Yeah.
My favorite women's wrestler.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. If she could just speak English a little better, she'd be a superstar.
Yeah.
But she's my favorite women's wrestler by far. And what a match.
Great.
Like beating Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, the 2 top women, when she's not supposed to.
Right.
Like just catapulted Io up there. And then the match on Monday we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite match of the weekend, though. Not just because of Io Sky. It was just that good of a match.
It was great.
It was a great match.
It's a shame it opened.
Yes, that should have been the main event of night 2.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next match, wow. Like, usually the second match of WrestleMania is not the spot you want to be in.
Right.
But Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest tore it up.
They did.
like, oh, man. Drew McIntyre defeats Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. I give this 4 3/4 stars.
I'm with you.
I would have given it more. It was a little bit of a longer match, but they obviously were shorter because they're in the second position here.
Right.
But for Drew McIntyre to pull out the phone and take the tweet again,
yeah,
like
it was good.
That's become his WrestleMania spot now.
Yeah,
I
it was
think,
good
every year. Drew McIntyre deserved that win. Damian Priest, he can handle that loss for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun match. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my favorite result of a match of the weekend, which I kind of predicted.
Yeah.
I didn't get everything right on it. Dominic Mysterio defeats Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta in a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title in 10 minutes, 30 seconds to become your Intercontinental champion.
What a pop.
What a pop. The loudest pop of the night with Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom.
And he left the ring after celebrating and then ran back into it. Like, I felt like
I think Finn Balor told him go back.
Probably. But he felt like it almost seemed like he didn't know what to do.
No.
Like he was
definitely
overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed by getting a pop like that.
Yeah. All
that
those boos that he's dealt with for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, I have goosebumps now talking about it. Look at that.
It was great, man.
Like Mom like The Rock.
Speaking of predictions, not to backtrack, but the whole Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman alliance was kind of predicted here.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it on Hot Tag last week.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a little bit, though.
Yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah.
like I said last week, I predicted Dominic Mysterio
Right.
pinning Finn Balor to win this title,
Right.
and he did.
He did.
And we're choppy again.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. And then the next match, although short,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Okay.
Randy Orton comes out.
Oh yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. He's out there waiting. And then it hits.
Yeah.
Say his name.
And he appears.
And he appears. Joe Hendry
Joe Hendry
comes to the ring.
Yes.
To a huge pop.
Huge.
People singing his song.
Singing it.
Great moment. Joe gets his spots in.
Yeah.
And Randy hits the RKO when Joe turns on his pose.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Camera shots were great too.
Yes.
It gave you that whole Randy Orton out of nowhere thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Randy Orton wins in 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah. Which isn't a squash match.
No, it definitely wasn't.
By far.
Joe Hendry was handpicked by Randy Orton for this. He got the rub, like, for sure.
100%.
I give it 3 stars just because how short the match was. But Joe Hendry comes out of this a bigger star than he was going in.
Yeah.
And then Triple H, even in a post show, talked about Joe Hendry, saying he's going to have more WrestleMania moments in the future.
I told him to enjoy it because it'll be the easiest one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we'll talk about John Cena on McAfee. He talked about Joe Hendry too.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was just a fun spot.
It was great.
Yeah.
Even when everybody's saying one more time, and then Randy like had his back to the hard camera.
Yeah.
And then turned around like Joe Hendry would, and then he gave his pose.
Yes.
You know, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Next match. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Logan Paul defeats AJ Styles in 17 minutes and 43 seconds.
It was a good match.
Yeah. Like both men showed off their athleticism in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul had his little lanky outside the ring.
Just like was predicted.
Yeah, but didn't get involved.
And I said, I hope we don't see those damn brass knuckles.
And they popped out.
But
who stopped it?
Killer Cross.
Killer Cross.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross is there. And AJ wouldn't take him knuckles.
Nope.
He threw him away. And then he got pulverized when he got back in the ring.
Sure did.
So, good. Glad to see Karrion Kross getting pushed. We'll talk about his
podcast that he was on.
That podcast thing he was on. We'll talk about that.
What a pipe bomb.
Yeah. It was good stuff.
It was good stuff. Scarlett couldn't smack him enough.
No.
Shut up.
Yeah. You're going too far.
Yeah. You want a viral moment?
Then the next match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defend against Lyra Valkyrie and her surprise partner.
Not so much of a surprise.
No. Becky Lynch.
Pretty predictable.
The place went nuts for Becky Lynch. This
It
might
did.
have been the loudest pop just because Becky hasn't been there in a year.
Yeah.
Becky and Lyra win the tag titles in 8 minutes, 38 seconds.
It was that quick.
Yes.
I
I
guess
give
it
this 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
Title change was not needed.
Nope.
And Becky returned to a big pop.
Yeah.
That's about all there was for
That's
that
what
match.
it was.
Yeah. And then you get to the main event. John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes in 25 minutes, 3 seconds to win the undisputed WWE Championship for the 17th time to break Ric Flair's record.
Yeah.
I give this match 2 stars.
That's very nice of you.
Yes. The match was slow and seemed like their timing was off.
Yeah.
It was made worse by Travis Scott coming to the ring and taking about 45 minutes to walk down the ramp.
No need for him to come out there.
No. And then Cody not even giving him the receipt, just hitting him with the crossroads.
Yeah.
And then Cena hitting Cody with the belt to pick up the title win. Trash.
Yeah.
Finish. No Rock. And then Rock was on McAfee saying that was never the plan.
No.
I think Rock should never been involved in the storyline to begin with. Period.
Well, he said that the only reason he showed up at Elimination Chamber was to boost
Sell tickets.
Ticket sales.
Yeah. Which I find that hard to believe.
I feel like this is a work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know. Cody, I don't know, took like 3 attitude adjustments.
Kept kicking out. Yeah. Cody didn't look weak, but the match was terrible.
The match was terrible. John Cena was calling all the shots in the ring, and I get it though. because John Cena is now a heel,
Yes.
and you're supposed to hate that.
Yes.
You're supposed to hate what happened. You're supposed to hate how it happened. I get it,
And I think
but I really wanted some more.
I
This
have
is
no problem.
John Cena's last WrestleMania.
Yeah, I have no problem with John Cena winning this
I
match.
don't either.
It's not about that.
No,
Uh,
I get
it's
it.
the way the match went. It was
Correct.
just- which John Cena's story now is he wants to ruin wrestling, and I think
He did it.
he wanted to ruin it by
He did
putting
it.
out a terrible match.
Yeah.
And
Why
he did it.
nobody chanted John Cena can't wrestle is beyond me.
Yeah,
Because he clearly couldn't.
and then all the fuck. Look, I'm like Solo. I stopped myself.
Nice. Well
Uh,
done.
all the smarty marks out there
Yeah.
that
Which Cena
booed-
called out.
booed Cena
Yeah.
for 20 years
Yeah.
because he wouldn't turn heel.
Right.
Turns heel and they cheer him nonstop. Boo
Non-stop.
Cody. Like, it makes no sense to me. I didn't have a problem with the thank you Cena chant when he's walking out because it is the last WrestleMania.
Right.
So
I enjoyed that.
yeah,
Him trying to hold back a smile as he went up the ramp.
I didn't have a problem with that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I liked his entrance, how it just black,
Yes.
no color.
You know, and I remember saying to you when I was watching Raw after Mania, I'm like, I love the all black thing because I had not watched that match and I didn't know he did it for that.
Yeah,
I loved it.
yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Wearing the title belt backwards,
Yes.
kind of weird.
It is weird. But he's been donning the towel
Yeah,
behind his head as well.
yeah. I don't remember because it was so long ago. Like
Okay.
when he had the spinner belt, if he wore it backwards,
I don't
remember.
I don't think he did.
He might have though.
I don't know.
I was thinking that the spinner belt was coming back Monday.
Yeah, I did too.
Then
did
on
too.
McAfee, Cena's on there, and he said that he's not stupid. He knows wrestling will keep going on when he leaves, and there will
Right.
be another belt. But he's taking that belt and its legacy with him. That's what he's taking. There's no whoever gets the next belt will be the first person to hold that belt. It won't have the legacy of Shawn Michaels, Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Triple H. It won't have that legacy.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
I don't see him retiring the champion though.
No.
I don't see it happening.
The only thing
I think he will take the belt with him though.
when he leaves.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, not metaphorically.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's yours.
Yeah.
And then you could change the belt into something else.
Yes. The thing with this Cena thing, I think they're trying to make him too Hollywood like heel, like a heel in a movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think that's why it's not working
Yeah.
because I think he has too much input and he's like, well, it'll work like this.
Right.
Like he's almost Peacemaker,
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
in a way. It's I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'll give it time. But they're playing with fire with this. I'm going to retire and take the belt with me
Yeah.
because he has 27 dates left, not matches, dates.
Mm-hmm.
He made
I
that
did
clear.
enjoy the countdown that he made everybody do on Raw.
Yes. And but the fire they're playing with here,
Yeah.
if the dude gets hurt
Right.
and he can't have a match,
Screws it all up.
yeah. If he blows out his knee,
Yeah.
they're screwed.
Yep.
Like they're stuck with John Cena took the title with him.
Yep.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? So I don't know how it would work.
I don't either. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. But anyway, he cuts his like thing and they kind of like did the photo op for everybody to take a picture of him holding the title.
Yeah.
And he turned around into an RKO.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That camera shot was awesome too.
It was.
When Randy Orton just pops up behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good stuff on Raw there. And then trying to think because I didn't write down Raw notes.
I don't remember what else happened.
Well, then you had the women's tag title match.
Oh, yes.
A
quick reversal.
Yes. Liv and Raquel regain the tag titles by pinning Lyra Valkyrie and then hightailing it out of there, obviously, because they're heels.
Yeah.
And then post-match, Becky beats down Lyra, hits her with a couple manhandle slams, leaves her laying, and takes off.
I seen somebody tweeted out the picture of, or the like a GIF of all that happening, and they were like, Becky Lynch probably pretty much said, "I told you need to wear knee pads. What the fuck?" Yeah, because I don't understand why Lyra doesn't wear knee pads either. That's weird.
Yeah. And then, when Becky came back, her jacket, the back of it said "Beck's in business."
Is that what it said? Because I couldn't read it with her hair in the way.
So when I seen that, I was like,
Yeah.
best for business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What did Seth Rollins say?
It's best for business.
It's best for business.
It's happening.
Yeah. So
Evolution 2.0.
I think Becky will end up with Heyman and Seth as well.
Yes.
I think if she's going to be heel, she might as well be aligned with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, why
it's
not?
going to help her get heat because people are going to cheer Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
So she has like the opposite effect of Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
She's too likable.
Real curious how the draft is all going to look.
Yes.
Because that's going to play into all this.
And I'm curious where that's going to fall. I haven't talked about a draft yet.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything.
Usually,
Although
like
the way WWE's been now is like it doesn't matter. There's
going into
blurred
WrestleMania, going into WrestleMania doesn't matter because you get so many shows and you're trying to push to WrestleMania. It settles down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Now we're at the slow point in the season.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, last year it slowed down a lot here.
Yeah.
Between
they ended. Well, they didn't end, but they settled a lot of a giant storyline with the bloodline last year at this time.
Yes. Yeah, Jey Uso come out to the ring.
You did.
And he was, just cutting a little promo, and then Sami Zayn's music hit.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn came in the ring.
Oos.
What oos?
Yeah.
You deserve it. I'm like waiting on Sami to turn, say I deserve it more.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
Nope.
And then Jimmy Uso's music hit, and he come out.
Big Jim.
Yeah, Big Jim. They're all three in there eating away. It was just a 20-minute eat fest.
In my opinion, this part of this, the story of this was Roman was in the building, and he didn't come out to do that with them.
We don't know Roman was in the building.
Well, I'm just saying.
We don't know Roman was in the building.
I take it that way.
I don't, because they always show Roman show up late in the SmackDowns.
This is true.
So
I still take it that way.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, why couldn't you be there for use? Why couldn't you?
Well, he was on McAfee. He was on McAfee Friday.
Yeah,
and he was talking about how proud he was of Jey Uso and everything.
Yeah, but that's on McAfee.
Yeah, it's seen by more people than
I'm just saying.
Because you're on a ESPN platform.
It's a tribal chief with no tribe.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
no wise man.
It was very evident when he was coming out for the match that he was all alone.
Yeah,
no Paul Heyman.
Well, I mean, they kept saying
solo.
They kept saying the first time in years Roman's by himself.
Right.
Okay, but at Bad Blood, he teamed with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
He walked out by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't by himself then.
Right.
But it was a tag match, I guess. Technically, he was with Cody.
Do you foresee Roman and CM Punk taking on? Well, I don't want to do spoilers.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the main event. We're getting there.
Okay.
Trying to think where else we need to go. Oh, the New Day out there celebrating their win.
Sure were.
And then the Alpha Academy came out, challenged them to a match.
The biggest jobbers in the business.
Yes.
Other than Miz.
Yes. And then some music hits, some eyeballs are like faces on the screen and stuff. Right. And out comes Rusev. It's Rusev Day.
It's Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day to you.
Happy Rusev Day to you.
When is Rusev Day?
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yes. As long as they bring back Rusev Day, I'm happy.
Do you think they will?
I hope.
I do.
It seems like they're making him too serious, though.
Well, that's why, like, it's a more of a comical thing.
Yeah.
Than, I mean, he was
jacked.
He's jacked.
Yeah. He came out.
He looks like he's ready to kill people.
Yeah. He destroyed the Alpha Academy.
Which would go far away from Rusev Day.
Yes. Yes. It's Rusev Day.
But I feel like the WWE fan base could sway that back into.
Oh, they were chanting Rusev Day when it came out.
So, I mean.
They were chanting Rusev Day at WrestleMania when Orton was in the ring.
I don't remember that.
Yes. They were chanting Rusev Day. And then Joe Henry's
they wanted him to come out.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if the WWE Nation could swerve WWE to go back to that, it'll happen.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, and I love Rusev Day.
Yes.
That was great. I thought he should have got pushed to the moon.
He should have. But Vince is a piece of shit.
Yes, yes, yes. And he likes to shit on people.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
It's documented.
Yeah, yeah. And then let's see. Io Sky and is out there cutting a little promo.
Yeah.
And then Stephanie Valkyre's music hit. She comes out and talks highly of Io, how she respects her and everything.
Super hard to understand both of them.
Yes. And then they have a match.
Yes.
And what a banger.
Yeah, it was a banger.
Yeah, I give that match 5 stars.
Yes.
And Stephanie Valkyrie, I can't wait till
That's
she's
not
on the main.
based off of butt cheeks either.
No. It was 2 butt cheeks. I cannot wait till she's on the main roster.
Yeah.
And she had the option to be on the main roster when
Correct.
she signed, and she chose to go to NXT because she knew she needed to work on her English.
Right.
So
it wasn't terrible. You could
No.
understand her, but it was thick.
yeah,
You know?
she got that Chilean accent.
And I'm not talking about the butt cheeks.
Yeah,
But they're thick.
They're thick thighs.
Save lives.
Yeah. Yeah, she's amazing though. Right in the ring.
No, it was good.
Yeah. Her and Io Sky just put on a banger.
Yep.
Like, that might have been the best match of the weekend.
Yeah. And then you had Perez show up,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, and then Julia.
Yeah.
And then Rhea Ripley came in and clean house.
Yep.
And then her and Julia had a stare down. So I think they're building for that Evolution pay-per-view in July. I think that's when that's going to be. Maybe August. I'm not sure. They're doing another women's Evolution
Okay.
pay-per-view. So I figure you're going to see a lot more of the NXT women on the main roster in the next month or so to build towards that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a banger, though.
It was good.
And then you have Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins come out.
Mm-hmm.
Still got the stupid music.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get rid of it soon, though.
Maybe.
I don't know. Just go back to the old music without the
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe some Evolution music.
Yeah. Evolution is a mystery.
Right? I'm telling you.
Yeah. Limey's dead. God bless him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Limey is God. Right? That's what they say.
Or Lemmy.
Lemmy.
Or Limey.
Lemmy.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, it's
potato.
It's spelt the same.
Potato.
It's spelt the same.
Shout out Hainsey.
Yeah. Yeah. So they come out, they cut the promo, and then CM Punk comes out taping his right hand up.
Yeah.
As he's coming to the ring. He couldn't tape those up while he's back there for 3 hours.
No.
And then they get into it a little bit, and Seth gets the upper hand of him.
Yeah.
And then Roman Reigns' music hits. Roman Reigns comes out.
Yeah. Oh, man, we're so choppy.
Yeah. Roman Reigns comes out. Did we put it on the right record thing, maybe?
There's a wrong record thing?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever you had to record it as. Foul.
No, yeah.
Oh.
No, I do that after this.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Roman Reigns comes out.
It's Nick's fault.
Spears Seth Rollins to hell.
Yeah.
Then he's going after Heyman.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, well, he hits Heyman with a Superman punch.
Yeah.
And he goes to spear Heyman. And out of nowhere, a dude in a black hoodie comes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Braun Breaker
Yes.
spears Roman Reigns
That's right.
in the next century.
Sure did.
Yeah. Breaker is with Heyman and Seth.
Right.
Kind of predicted by us
Yeah.
on the hot tag last week.
I feel like this is big for Braun. This is
it's
this is
definitely
something to
big.
put him way over.
This is going to put him in that upper echelon.
right.
Because when this little thing with Seth breaks up, then
Right.
Seth will feud.
I don't think it'll take long.
No. And then he'll move to the top.
Yeah.
It's just, this is to get him to the world title.
Yes.
That's what it is.
yes.
And
I think this is more about Braun Breaker than a Seth Rollins.
yeah, and I expect maybe a young tag team maybe to get put into this too.
Maybe.
I'm not sure who it would be.
Or a Becky Lynch.
Well, definitely Becky Lynch.
Right.
But I I feel like they need to get a young tag team in with them from like NXT maybe,
Yeah.
or outside the company. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they need, or two guys that just aren't doing anything, put them together. Be great.
So now that we've let everybody know about Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins, do you foresee CM Punk and Roman Reigns teaming up to take on Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins?
Yeah, Backlash.
Oh,
yeah, 100%.
I think that'll be a banger of a match.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get Cena and Orton, obviously.
Yes.
We're turning the clock back to 2013.
Hell yeah, brother.
And Cody's not gonna be around for a while,
Nope.
apparently.
Much needed time off.
Yeah, but they should have gave him an injury angle.
Maybe.
Maybe do that tomorrow.
Maybe.
Have
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's SmackDown.
Yeah, have him come out on SmackDown before he even talks. Have someone come out and destroy him. That could be who he feuds with when he comes back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Aleister Black take him out maybe.
Oh, yeah, 425 is tomorrow.
Yeah,
Here we go.
yeah.
Maybe the White Six
I feel
shows
like
up.
if you do that, if you do Cody versus Aleister Black,
Mhm.
you know who Aleister Black's first match was against in AEW?
No.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time someone debuted in AEW,
that's Cody Rhodes.
it was Cody Rhodes.
Storytelling at its finest.
Yeah, he was the gatekeeper.
Mm.
uh,
Do you think we see the White Six tomorrow?
with Alexa
Maybe.
as the leader now,
Maybe. I feel like Aleister Black's character needs to be somewhat intertwined with them.
I feel like no.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
I honestly don't like the White Six.
I don't either.
I don't like anything about it. I know what
The
they
debut was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's been trash.
it's just Bo Dallas isn't that character.
No.
He's not.
No.
It's Bo Dallas is Bo Leave. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't buy him in that
It's big
position.
shoes to fill.
Yeah. And that's not the type of character he was anyway. So it doesn't fit him.
Right.
And then Joe Gacy not being like a more prominent person in doesn't
Right.
make sense to me.
He's a lackey.
Yeah. He's not a lackey though.
Well, I just
You know
mean
what I
in the White Six
Yeah.
is a lackey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, Joe Gacy should be the leader of the White Six.
Right.
Which Husk gets the Pig's going to be the leader.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's
a shame.
Yeah.
Really wish we could have seen this with Bray.
I think it would have worked better with Bray.
It would have been phenomenal.
Yeah. It would have worked better with The Fiend.
Yes.
Uncle Howdy would have been better with Bray because Bo would have had Bray. It's creative.
Right.
Not trying to come up with stuff himself and working, I'm guessing, with Jason Baker, maybe. I don't even know who works with them. Like,
I don't know.
they hired that guy from Marvel
Mm-hmm.
that was working with Bray, but I think they got rid of him when Bray passed away.
Probably.
So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the White Six,
Right.
but it just doesn't translate into the ring.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
And that was the problem with The Fiend, really, if you think about it.
Yeah. It was a very cinematic
Yeah,
creation.
but the character, you made the character unbeatable.
Right.
And then when you finally beat it with a spear,
Right.
it made it, just took everything away from the character.
Yeah.
It was hard to get it back to where it was at.
Yeah.
With people that weren't diehard fans of Bray Wyatt, obviously.
Right.
If you're a fan of Bray Wyatt, you didn't care.
No.
Even The Undertaker lost matches,
Right.
you know. Yeah, I don't know. You want to talk about Heyman on McAfee?
Well, before we get to Heyman, though, since we're on the White Six and all that, Karrion Kross
Yes.
was feuding with the White Six
Yes.
with Authors of Pain and Paul.
Ellering.
Yeah. And then they got cut.
Yes.
They moved the White Six to the SmackDowns. So Karrion Kross is just off on his own again, right?
Yes. Which is good because he's better that way.
Oh yeah. I mean, it sucks that Karrion Kross got cut when he did back in the Vince days and all that.
It sucked that he had that crap
Oh,
gimmick that Vince put on him,
Right.
like an SMN
Yes.
thing.
So Karrion Kross lately has been like this devil's advocate,
Yes.
or such, right? Talking to the New Day about what they should do, and then the New Day becomes heel. Been in AJ's ear a lot
Yes.
with Logan Paul and stuff. So then WrestleMania comes, and he comes out to get AJ Cross.
Stops brass knucks.
Yes. And then he shows up on a podcast.
Yeah. Well, let's go back first. We're going to talk Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Let's go back to SmackDown
Okay.
and the Andre the Giant.
Oh, yeah. He got
Battle Royal.
eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the crowd was pissed.
They were,
because he was throwing people out left and right, and people were pumped.
Yep.
And then he got eliminated, and
Right.
people were booing.
Right.
Because he got eliminated. So Karrion Kross has the fans behind him.
He does.
When he showed up at WrestleMania, the pop he got
He did.
when people seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he shows up on the post. It was a WWE podcast.
Yeah, it was.
With Sam Roberts,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking post show of WrestleMania, and he shows up. And he just rips The Office.
Yeah.
Like shreds them.
Yeah.
He said the best advice he got was from Goldberg.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a funny story.
That was a funny story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into the story. If you just look up Karrion Kross podcast.
Yeah. You'll see it.
It's good. It reminded me of The Miz and Daniel Bryan on Smack Talk when The Miz flipped out because he wasn't getting TV time on there. And it led to the feud when Daniel Bryan came back.
Yeah.
Like a year or two later. Daniel Bryan and Miz worked that out together before because that show wasn't scripted. And they worked it out because Daniel Bryan was trying to get a match back in wrestling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Miz wanted on TV, so they had worked that out together. But Miz pushed so hard, Daniel Bryan said he really wanted to punch him. But yeah, that I think that was a work shoot.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think that was him going off the rails on his own. I think he was supposed to do that.
I agree.
It was fantastic though.
I
do recommend going to watch it. And then he posted something on Instagram. It was him talking on something else.
Oh, really?
Just talking about how people have been talking about his match with AJ Styles on Raw last week, which a week ago, Monday, it was 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And then people talking about it, like that he's ran into while he was in Vegas, talking about the stuff he's been on recently. He's like, it's weird because for a while there, when I was running into people, it was when I was in NXT and I had the strap. They always talked about that. And he's like, now they're starting to talk about stuff recent. So he's like, and some people just don't understand that sometimes you can't always be in that spot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not always in that spot. But Karrion Kross, I loved him when he was Killer Kross in TNA, or Impact at the time.
Yeah.
So
he referred to himself as Killer Kross.
Yes, he called himself Killer Kross. So I wonder if there's gonna be a name change there.
Maybe.
I just don't even shave his head again. I think he looks better with the hair.
Yeah.
I like the look.
Yeah.
He has. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah.
And then Paul Heyman.
Yeah, Paul Heyman.
From what I've heard.
Another pipe bomb.
Yeah. From what I heard, though, the roast of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman stole the show there.
Yeah.
Was just shredding all the comedians.
And he said on McAfee, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do it better than you do.
Yeah. And he didn't go out. He said he didn't really go after the WWE guys. He went after the comedians because they're the professionals.
Right.
But yeah, he just shredded everybody, I guess. I wish they would release that at some time, but I heard it's so filthy that they probably won't ever release it.
Well, I've seen on Twitter people have shared audio clip.
Oh, yeah?
Of the entirety of it.
Huh.
I haven't listened to it.
No.
But Nia Jax was on there, said some apparently real heat stuff about Charlotte Flair and Cody. And
Oh, she'll get fired.
Yeah.
Well, she won't get fired because her cousin's the
Right.
final boss.
Right. I don't know. But yeah, I heard it's rough. Which makes sense that it was never aired.
Yeah.
And that it was just
maybe
the people were there.
Maybe in 30 years they'll air it.
Maybe.
Like they did the documentary on WrestleMania 9.
Surely
you watch that?
The spectacle or
Becoming
whatever.
a Spectacle?
No, I didn't watch it.
Watch it. It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah. And it's all footage that they recorded 30 years ago.
Oh, I started watching that one night, Saturday night maybe, when I was waiting on the replay to show up. And yeah, like all these guys are in the backstage. Why are you recording?
Yeah,
Like,
because
yeah.
kayfabe was huge still then.
Right.
And Undertaker was like, I didn't even know what the camera doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see some of it.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Anyway, yeah, 30 years we'll get to see this roast, baby. If we're still alive.
I would like to think that the WWE knew what they were getting into with Tony Hinchcliffe.
They did.
You know what
They
I
did.
mean? Like,
I don't even know if they took cameras there, though. You know what I mean?
I don't think the only videos I've seen are like cell phone footage.
But it's WWE and they record everything. They record house shows.
Right.
Like house shows are filmed like they're shooting a Raw or SmackDown.
Right.
Like there's two cameramen around the ring. Like they record it.
Right.
I think there's even a hard camera.
Probably is.
It's so the wrestlers can have it there to be used to it, but they do record because.
Well, I'm sure it's also practice for the production crew.
Yeah. Well, there might be like guys that aren't main guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They're just
Get out there, Rook.
yeah. Get some work.
Yeah.
Yeah. They record everything, so I'm sure they recorded the roast.
I would think.
Maybe at some point we will see it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it'll pop up on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tony's got the whole Kill Tony thing's on Netflix now.
Everybody's on Netflix now.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah. We're going to be on Netflix.
No.
Yeah. I got a letter in the mail from them.
Yeah.
They want to hear about the Tales of the Catfish Man on Netflix.
Yeah.
I do apologize to people that are going to be listening that wanted to hear Catfish Man this week.
Yeah.
With WrestleMania and stuff, I didn't get to do a lot of research. Nick Tuttle was a little busy. The dark web was shut down.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell is Billy Byers? The wildebeest?
The wildebeest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't hold a candle
No.
to the Catfish Man.
No.
The wildebeest has way more STDs than the
Yes.
Catfish Man ever will.
Yeah. That's the only thing the Catfish Man worries about.
Keep it in your pants, Billy.
Yeah.
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 That settles that.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul Heyman, though, he went on McAfee
Oh, he sure did.
and he roasted everybody.
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 Nobody was safe.
No, even the fans.
A lot of whoa, all right,
yeah.
from McAfee
Yeah.
during that.
I know. He was saying how McAfee was shredding Stephen A.
Yeah.
And he's no.
Yeah.
And then talking about Shannon Sharp's
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then that fan said something, and he's like, "You're about to get deported."
Yeah. And he said, "You told me I suck. I learned it from your mother."
Yeah. Yeah, he was just bringing it. I think he forgot he wasn't at the roast anymore.
I think so.
Yeah, that was great.
Dude, you're on ESPN right now.
Yeah. At first, I thought, because I was watching on YouTube, I wasn't watching on ESPN. And I was like, oh, it must be the YouTube hour. That's
Yeah.
No, they were on ESPN when he was doing
Oof.
that. That was good.
It was good.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Sam Roberts was on there too, but I didn't catch that.
I didn't either. I only saw Paul.
Yeah, the Cena stuff was good, so you have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I didn't see Cena.
Cena was kind of in character,
Okay.
but not.
Okay.
Like, he kind of blurred the lines between character and not. They asked him about Joe Hendry, and he's like, at the Royal Rumble, Joe Hendry came up to him and asked him, "Hey, I just got a small spot here. What should I do when I go out there?" And he's like, "Just go out there and don't try to outshine anybody.
Just be
go out
you.
there, go out there and be you. Don't try to steal the spotlight. That's not what you're here for." He's like, I thought he did a really good job in his spot at WrestleMania and at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he talked about Dirty Dom. He talked about a lot of guys. He talked about Randy Orton and Batista switching bodies. He's like, I went away and I come back. Randy Orton's a foot taller and 300 pounds heavier. He's like, I look at his belly button now.
Oh, speaking of Cena, it seemed like he had less of a bald spot.
Oh, he talked about that on McAfee.
Oh,
Funny
did he?
enough. He said that when he had came back and fans were chanting bald spot,
Yeah.
it got to him, so he got a little bit of hair transplant time.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense because it really looked like he had less of a bald spot.
Yeah, he said when he was at Royal Rumble and it looked bad,
Yeah.
That was because when you get the hair transplant, it all falls out
Oh.
and then it grows in.
Oh.
So all that fell out while you in that time, and
Mm.
now it's thickened back out. It's thickened back out. And then they told him he should grow a mustache. He's like, I haven't shaved in 10 years. I can't grow facial hair.
Well, looks like the McAfee draft special is gearing up.
Yeah. Yes.
Huh.
I wonder if they're in Green Bay this year.
I don't know. They might be at the what do they call that place in Indiana?
Oh, Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Definitely enjoyed WrestleMania, even though
Yeah.
the card wasn't as good. Here's the thing. People were like, down in this WrestleMania. You just come off. You're trying to follow a WrestleMania that goes down as one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time.
Yeah.
It had the greatest main event of all time.
Yeah.
Probably. I still think I think it does. A year later, I think the main event holds up. Cody versus Roman last year was the greatest main event in WrestleMania history.
It was good.
And then this year's was the worst main event.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't the worst because Bam Bam Bigelow fought Lawrence Taylor in the main event of WrestleMania.
Speaking of Lawrence Taylor, he doesn't remember getting drafted.
Really?
Yeah, because he drank 41 Coors Lights.
Coors Lights
that day.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that today.
Huh.
He doesn't remember getting drafted.
That is crazy. How do you not remember?
I need to go back and watch that draft.
Wow.
To see how he looks.
Well, that draft would be weird because it's probably in a hotel lobby.
Yeah, probably.
The NFL draft was weird. Like in the early 90s, it was just in a hotel like conference room.
Right. 41 Coors Lights. Today is also the 21st anniversary since Ben Roethlisberger was drafted on today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and the Steelers have the 21st pick today.
I was looking it up. I knew this from when the Bengals drafted Joe Burrow. The Bengals have only drafted number one overall twice.
Okay.
The only time they actually earned a number one overall time was when they drafted Joe Burrow.
Oh.
The other time they drafted number one overall, they traded up and drafted Kajana Carter.
Oh.
Yeah.
That didn't work out well.
No, that was just bad luck.
Yeah.
He would have been a stud if he wouldn't have got hurt.
I agree.
And if he would have got that injury today, he would have had a solid career.
Yeah, look at Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Look at Nick Tuttle.
Look at Nick Tuttle. Yeah. Hobbles in here.
Yeah. Every day.
About once a week.
Once a month now.
Yeah.
You're down to a monthly podcast.
It seems that way, right?
The 33 Lounge is a bi-monthly.
Yeah.
It's once a year.
Yeah. I don't stop for this one.
No.
But I guess the other one, Nick Tuttle does.
We probably could have done an episode. I was off 2 days.
That would have been funny.
But anyway, yeah, I got to look because the Titans being number one. I was curious how many times they had picked number one, and this would be the third time picking number one overall.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought Cleveland or Detroit would have been
up there. Yeah,
and I think Cleveland's done it 5 times.
Probably all quarterbacks.
No, Courtney Brown and Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett.
And then Detroit's done it 5 times, I think, or 4 times as well, but they haven't done it since Matthew Stafford. Cleveland's last number one overall was Baker Mayfield, and I think Tampa Bay might have the most. They have 6.
Oh, that makes sense too.
But I didn't look to see like some of the newer
tangerine uniform days.
They were just so bad back in the day.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Yep. That's about it. The Nailers stink.
Yeah. Down 3-0.
They didn't play good against Norfolk in the regular season as well. I'm pretty sure Norfolk's one of them teams with a lot of guys in their mid-30s on their team. The Nailers are young. They did get back. They did score a goal last night.
Yeah, they made it 2-1.
Yeah, and they lost 5-1.
Yep.
So they still lost by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be hard for those guys that weren't willing to come back and then try to build chemistry for a playoff series.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tough.
Still a good year.
Yeah, I definitely don't hang my head. I like the way the Penguins do things with it. they use Wheeling for prospects. They don't use it for guys that are never going to get a chance. They aren't trying to win Kelly Cups or Riley Cups. What is it down there?
Riley, I think.
Riley Cup. They ain't trying to win Riley Cups.
Right.
The Kelly Cups is the AHL, I think.
Jack Riley. Yeah, it's Riley Cup.
Yeah.
Who was intertwined with the
Penguins.
Thunderbirds or
and the Penguins.
Nailers or the Penguins.
Yeah, he was the Penguins' first GM.
Yeah, Jack Riley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the Penguins off season. How about you?
As long as they make it work.
I don't think they're going to keep 27 draft picks.
I don't think
next
so
3
either.
years.
I think it's going to be trade
Yeah.
stuff.
If they do keep 27 draft picks, the Nailers are going to win something because they're going to be loaded down there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to this offseason. I don't think they're going to move Jari. I think it's going to be too hard with this $5.7 million.
Yeah, you would have to
cap.
eat some of that money and
or
send him off with somebody else.
you have to pair him with
like a Carlson.
but then you're going to have to eat money for sure.
And then you have to eat money on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It might not be worth it.
no.
Yeah.
Sending Carlson off, I don't think they're going to do it though.
I don't think they will.
Just from the way that Dubas was talking about how Carlson has to be better.
And I don't hate that at all.
No.
But we need to see more out of Carlson.
He needs to be more consistent.
But I think also he needs a better pairing.
Yeah.
I think the defense as a whole all each need better pairings.
I think you just put Letang and Carlson together.
That's fine.
Just do it.
But I feel like if you're going to do that, they need to be with the third and fourth line guys more so than the top 2 lines.
Yes.
Let them be the aggressors on the offense.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Or even just on the power play, put them together.
I mean, I guess you could still put him with Sid's line because Sid's a mucker and grinder.
Yes.
At heart.
I don't know. Pull the Band-Aid off. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Chris Letang, you could tell Chris Letang to be more responsible defensively. He would be.
Hopefully. I mean, he has some bonehead moans,
Yeah.
but not as much as Carlson has seemingly had since he's been here.
Yeah. Well, Carlson never been a good defenseman.
No.
It's not.
No.
Good defenseman.
He should be a winger.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should finish this one up. How about you think?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way we can watch the NFL draft. Get
It
this done.
starts in 2 minutes.
Yeah. So that's all for this week's Spiggity Show. Hot Tag Edition, since we're talking Wrestlemania.
Wrestling.
Back next week. Catfish Man back.
Yeah.
Talk a little Buccos, maybe.
Stanky as ever.
Yeah. We'll get back to researching this week. Maybe we'll talk some other paranormal.
Buccos.
Yeah.
There's the let the choppiness. There's the coveted Paul Skeens bobblehead right there.
Yeah.
I have 2 of them.
Now you're gonna draw a beard on it so it looks more accurate.
Yeah. Well, he's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Dude, put a beard on me, dude.
Oh man.
Well, that's all for this week.
Choppy as ever.
Choppy chop.
Dubbed Chinese movie.
You may want to listen to this on Spotify instead of watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, your eyes might hurt.
But go over and listen to Hainsey Cave Talk.
Yeah.
On Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and watch him on YouTube.
Yeah.
Also, 33 Lounge when they do record.
Yeah.
Whenever that is.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Maybe this week we'll have an episode.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Nick since Friday.
He might have broke up with you.
He might have. You know what? Oh, wait. You know what? Nick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We could play the Mike Lang exit, though.
Okay.
Because it is the Spiggity Show.
Yeah.
We're just called it the Hot Tag.
Presented by the Hot Tag.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That wasn't bad. It looks like shit on there, but
yeah, it was good. It wasn't when it wasn't choppy. All right, guys.
All right.
Till next week.
Yeah.
Thanks.